Excuse me, what do you do for a living?
What do you mean?
I've been told we give love the way that we received it, because the way that we perceive it is the way that... Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time ever clicking on one of my videos, my name is Jalen, and on this channel we do fashion, beauty, lifestyle, and wellness. So if any of that interests you, make sure you go ahead and click that subscribe button right now while it's free, because it won't be free forever. Stop playing. So if you click on this video, that means that you are interested to learn what my 8 streams of income are as a 22-year-old.
You got the money.
Listen, I'm about to give y'all all the tea, all the tips. Hopefully this video will inspire you and give you some ideas for some new income streams for yourself, or at least just give you some insight on what it's like to be self-employed, what it's like to be an entrepreneur, and what it's like to do that as a young woman. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you watch all the way to the end, because I'm going to be giving you guys some advice if you want to add a new stream of income to your life. And give this video a thumbs up and comment down below. So before I start breaking down my income streams, I want to kind of give you guys a little backstory about me and about how I even got to this position, because I know that I'm going to have a lot of questions about that. So first things first, I've always been a hustler. Like, as soon as I turned 16, I got my first job immediately. My first job was actually waitressing. So I was making tips and stuff at only 16 years old. And that's where they messed up, honey, because they let me realize I could be making a lot more out here than $7.25. Ever since a young age, like I said, I've been after chasing that bag, trying to get it any way I can. And as I've grown older, I've just been in a lot of situations where either A, it hasn't worked out for me to work for someone else because I'm either constantly moving or I have so much going on in my personal life, and B, I just don't like being told what to do. So I decided that it would probably be best for me to just run my own business and make my own money. So one thing that I want to go ahead and make sure that I'm clearing up for you guys is that I'm not sitting here telling y'all that I'm a millionaire or anything like that. Future millionaire though, but I'm not quite there yet. So I never want to get up here and make y'all feel like I'm living a lifestyle that I'm not living. So because of that, I want to tell you guys a few things about where I live and my lifestyle and how that affects, you know, how much money I make and how much financial freedom I have. So I live in a small town in Southern Virginia. So my cost of living is gonna be drastically different from someone who's living in like LA or New York or Houston or Miami or whatever. So while these things may work for me, and it may have been a lot easier for me to transition out of a 9-to-5 lifestyle, I recognize that everyone can't do that. And if you can't do that, do not be hard on yourself. Also, if you can, definitely consider moving to a small town. Pro tip, because you can live a lot more of a lavish lifestyle for a lot less money. And personally, that's one reason why I have stayed in the South for so long, because I've been able to have my own storefront, have my own apartment, completely take care of myself without having to worry about money as much as I would if I was living somewhere like Atlanta or Houston or New York. So like I said, I'm not a millionaire yet, but I am very comfortable in life. I take care of myself. I take care of everything on my own, and I pay my bills. No sugar daddies around here. So let's go ahead and get into it. What are my 8 streams of income as a 22-year-old? Number 1, my first stream of income is my graphic design and marketing business, which is called Social Butterfly. So I started this business at the end of last year, and when I first started, I was doing graphics, logos, websites, all type of stuff. Pretty much anything anyone asked me to do online, I was taking it because I was just growing. But as I've been growing and developing and trying to figure out what fits my needs best as a business owner and what I like to do most, I've started to transition more into beauty branding and focusing more on graphics specifically for beauty influencers, health, hair, all of that type of stuff. That's where I really feel like I am the strongest, because I know what it's like when you're looking for beauty products or hair products or lashes or whatever. So as a consumer, I feel like I can make a lot better of a site or a lot better graphics because I'm actually the target audience. So my most profitable asset in Social Butterfly is doing social media management for small businesses. So that has allowed me to really save up, and when this was my only source of income, I was able to sustain as I grew my other sources of income, because working with businesses, a lot of times these businesses, especially during COVID, they have no idea how to operate social media. So with the marketing background that I have, I was able to help them take over their social media, take their pictures, do their captions, hashtags, all that stuff. So yeah, moving on to number 2, this stream of income actually branches off from my marketing business a little bit, but I decided to include it separately because I feel like they're pretty different, and I also wanted to talk to you guys about digital products. So my second source of income is The Good Influence. So The Good Influence is an invite-only influencer course that I started last month. So I take 10 to 15 girls and I train them on exactly how I grew my following. I give them the lowdown on the equipment that I use. I let them know how to use hashtags, how to make thumbnails, all of those different things. Like, if you are a complete beginner and you take my course, by the end, you're gonna be a full-blown influencer, baby. Okay. The reason I wanted to include this separate from my marketing business is because this course right now, it is an active income source, which means that I actually have to put in time in order to get the money. But I'm building it up so that it can be a passive income source, because once I get all of the lessons recorded, once I get all of the materials made, I will be able to just sell the course without having to do all of that hard work. So one thing that's really important when you're thinking about income streams is you want to make sure that you're building some passive income streams, especially if you're trying to be an entrepreneur. I know for me, personally, I really don't like to work.
Excuse me, what do you do for a living?
What do you mean?
I'm not a lazy person at all. I'm very ambitious and very driven, but I don't like to work. I like to work on my own time and when I'm feeling in the mood to work. And in order to be able to do that, in order to take long vacations, in order to be able to work from anywhere, you have to set up passive revenue streams. So that is what I'm doing with this course. There are so many different digital products that you can sell. You can make them without even leaving your home, and you can sell them without even leaving your home as well. I know that during quarantine, this is a perfect time to get into digital products. If you have an expertise, something that you are knowledgeable about, teach a class about it. People are willing to pay you. Take it from me, people are willing to pay you for your expertise and your knowledge. So definitely consider making some type of digital product or course for you to be able to sell. My third income stream is actually 2 of them, but I'm gonna put them together because they kind of go together. That is YouTube ad revenue and brand sponsorships. So obviously you guys are sitting here watching me on YouTube, and if any ads play throughout this video, I will make a little bit of money from that ad. Also, if brands find my YouTube channel and they decide that they want to partner with me by giving me a product to promote in my video or sending me clothes or anything like that, most of the time they also pay me for that as well. So YouTube can be an awesome passive income stream, because once you upload the videos, like, of course it's gonna start active because you have to actually put in the work to film the videos, edit them, upload them, etc., etc. But once you get to a certain point, you will be making money without even uploading. I have fell off a whole lot, so I haven't been posting consistently for like over 6 months, so that drastically impacts my YouTube revenue. But when I have really built my platform up, I was still getting checks from YouTube every month, even when I wasn't uploading. So that's just something to think about, and another way that you can build some passive revenue. Before we get into my 4th stream of income, I want to take this time to let you guys know that every single stream that I'm mentioning doesn't necessarily make me $1,000, $10,000 a month. Some of these streams only make me a couple hundred a month. Some of them I only make money every other month. You know what I'm saying? But these are just all the different ways that I make money without working for anyone. So I wanted to be sure to include that for you guys. So number 4, my 4th income stream is another passive income stream. As you guys can see, I love building passive income streams because I know that's the fastest way for me to get wealthy. But my 4th income stream is OnlyFans. So you guys, if you don't know, now you know. I have an OnlyFans account. I will link it in the description box down below if you guys are interested in checking it out. But OnlyFans has allowed me to build quite a bit of passive income. If you guys want me to make more videos about my OnlyFans experience, just leave me a comment down below and I will definitely do that for you. But it's pretty straightforward. I'm not gonna get too in depth. I'm sure you guys know how OnlyFans works. So far, everything that I've mentioned has been pretty digital. So I've been doing all of those other things online. But this income stream number 5 is actually something that's physical. So I have access to a space that I rent out to photographers, and I also use this space to make custom canvases and sell them to people. So let me just start with the photography rental because the canvases, I'm a little inconsistent with it. It's kind of like a passion project that I have picked up and it was just fun. The main thing that's making me money in this space is renting it out to photographers. So I know that this may seem like really far-fetched for someone like you might be watching this and you still live with your mom. So you're like, how can I acquire property to rent out to people? So first things first, let me say that you don't have to own property to rent it out to people. If you have permission from your landlord or you're able to sublease, that's another way to rent out property. But if you have an extra room in your house, you can put it on Airbnb. If you have a couple of friends and you guys all have an idea together, you guys can kind of come together and put your money together for a space. Especially if you find a space that has a very unique attribute that you know that you will be able to sell. So for example, this space that I rent out has a very large exposed brick wall. So I knew when I was touring this place that that would be something that would be very easy for me to sell, especially for photographers because it also has a very high ceiling so I can put the backdrop up and all of that good stuff. I would encourage you, especially if you live in a small town, to kind of take a look around at some of the open vacancies that you have in your downtown area or like local houses, whatever, because you never know what you could rent out, how you could turn that into some money. And personally, I feel like real estate is one of the most reliable ways to build passive income because YouTube, OnlyFans, all of that stuff could shut down tomorrow. My building is not going anywhere. So the 6th way that I make money as a 22-year-old is through stocks. So I don't trade Forex. Let me just start right there, okay? I don't trade Forex. However, Forex is a way that you can actually make money. I'm not talking about the multi-level marketing aspect of it, but the foreign exchange is a very, very real thing. If you are interested in learning how to trade Forex and you've tried to learn it on your own, but you can't, and you want to join the team to get someone to help you, I will link below my sister's team. She's been trading Forex for a little while and she really loves her team. They're super motivating. They really push each other. I'll put her information in the description box down below so that you guys can reach out to her if that's something that you're interested in. But for me personally, I like to stick to American stocks. So stocks are not something that you're gonna see a huge return on investment immediately, especially if you're trading small amounts, which is what I did. I will put a screenshot of my trading portfolio over here so you guys can see, but I started by buying small stocks like one at a time, and I also bought stocks and things that I currently use because for me it just makes sense to actually invest in something that you feel like will be successful. So before this quarantine, I actually invested in a few digital companies which ended up doing really well over the quarantine. So I'm super happy that I did that. My general rule of thumb is to try to buy stocks when they're low. All stocks kind of fluctuate. Some of them, they go up higher during certain times. Some of them go lower in certain times. So my advice would be to buy low stocks that you actually believe have the potential to grow. For example, I bought one called Plug Power, which is all about using different ways to make electricity, which is something that I know that going into the future will be important. So when I first saw that stock, it was $2. So I just went ahead and bought 10 of them. And that stock ended up growing up to $40. So I didn't have all 10 by the time it went up to $40. But just imagine if I had kept all 10 of those stocks, I would have put $20 in to then have Oh my God, hold on, I have to do some mental math. Okay, if I bought 10 and you times that by 40, carry the one, I would have had $400 off of a $20 investment. So definitely buy stocks when they're low, and also buy stocks if you realize that a stock is growing and it doesn't seem like it's gonna stop growing. Try to buy it as fast as possible. With stocks, you kind of have to move quickly or else you may miss out on your opportunity. Also, don't second guess yourself, because I bought an AMC stock like a whole long time ago, and now all of a sudden AMC stock is going up like a lot. So don't second guess yourself. If you feel like, oh, I just want to buy this stock, I don't really know why, just go ahead and get it, because you're gonna be so mad if it rises up to $200 and you didn't get it. The seventh way that I make money as a 22-year-old is another business that I own. I know, I told you I was a hustler. My second business is called SINCERELYME, and it's an aromatherapy business. So we sell candles. Here are a few of our candles. This is our sweet lavender candle, and the affirmation on this candle is I am sensual. And then we have our maple pecan candle. This is my favorite one, the maple pecan. We actually sold out of this one, so I can see why, because it just smells so good. It's so warm. But this affirmation is I am peaceful. So we actually just rebranded. Like, they look so cute. We also sell bath blends. We sell refresher essential oil mist, like all type of natural aromatherapy products. We got them. So me and my friend actually started SINCERELYME in 2017. We just started it because I was going through like a rough time. I wanted to create something that was helpful and that had like a purpose. And the whole purpose behind SINCERELYME is self-care and mental health awareness, all of that type of thing. So we didn't really start SINCERELYME like expecting to be millionaires or anything like that. But as we've grown over the years and we really put in the work and we invest in our business over and over again, I'm really noticing that we can really be successful with this business. So if you would like to support, I will put the link in the description box down below. The last and final way that I make money as a 22-year-old is probably the most unconventional way out of all of these methods that I mentioned, and that is by doing tarot readings.
The first card we have is the mystery card.
Yes, your girl is a tarot reader. I know y'all know, but there might be some people here that's just getting here that don't know. Yes, I am the Gemini Gypsy at your service. So the reason I wanted to include this one, even though this isn't something that I do a whole lot, I rarely take readings, especially personal readings, because it's a lot on my energy, but I do take them every once in a while. The reason I want to include this is because I was showing you guys a lot of product-based things, digital products, online stuff, and I wanted to show you guys a service-based thing that you can do to increase your income. Obviously, you don't have to start doing tarot readings, but everybody has some type of hobby that they do that they can translate into a service. You just have to figure out what type of things do you like to do that other people will be willing to pay you for. Okay guys, so I just gave you my 8 different income streams as a 22-year-old. I hope this video was helpful and inspired you in some way to create your own new income stream. If you guys are currently in the process of trying to figure out how you can bring your business ideas to life, please shoot me a message on my marketing Instagram. I would love to speak to you, maybe give you an audit. I also do business coaching and advice too. So you know what I'm saying? Your girl can just help you out if you need help. I got you. But yeah, I really hope this video was helpful. I love you guys so much. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you have not already. Leave me a comment down below and let me know which stream of income was the most surprising for you. And remember, in order to live your life to its fullest, you must live fearlessly. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace. I've been told we give love the way that we received it, because the way that we perceive it is the way that we have seen it. And you may not believe it, but I have not seen it.